Hi, I am Diane Neal and I am one of the design instructors of NT Academy. And today we will be learning the three basic components that makes up part of the pipe and drape system. And they are the base plate, the uprights, and the crossbar. So the first element that we will be looking at would be the uprights. Uprights are an essential part of your hardware structure, and having a system that is easy to use and lightweight at the same time can save you time, effort, and money. So before you invest in a specific upright, ensure that it is exactly what your business needs, because not every upright is of the same diameter. Right? And if you are a designer or someone who, are into events and you have already purchased some of the hardware components, for example, the base plates, you would want to ensure that they are compatible, because you don't want to purchase a 1.5-inch diameter in your base plate and then you have a 2 inches in your upright. It's not going to fit. All right. So here are some things that you should consider before you invest in this product. Your maximum and minimum height. Think about whether it is going to fit into your vehicle for easy transportation, or if the upright, when extended to its height, will accommodate some of the commonly used venues when you are designing for an event. Safety. Do you have uprights, or does your upright have a safety feature? Weight. Will the upright be easy to transport, load in and load out of your motor vehicle? Then we're going to look at the friction lock. Now some of the friction locks are a bit different. All right. So for example, the fixed kit does not have a friction lock like what is being shown in this diagram. The fixed kit, you have to twist it clockwise and anti-clockwise to unlock. With the telescopic kit, you get a friction lock. So it just snaps into place, right? And this is one of the easiest locking mechanism to use, and it securely locks at any height as opposed to the clamp button lock system of using a specific height intervals. However, you need to understand or remember that friction lock mechanism is susceptible to breakage if it's not properly cared for. Your clamp button lock. Now, this is the original locking mechanism for uprights, and it's very strong, it's very durable. However, it can be difficult to raise, both the left and the right upright at the same time, because you need to push the button at the same time for it to lock into place. So that is why this system would require 2 persons to maneuver it. The 2-piece uprights. And this is one of the most commonly used due to their lower cost and availability, or their ability to achieve a wide variety of heights. So you can get this in the telescopic, which is adjustable upright, as well as the fixed upright. However, you must consider that the minimum height of the 2-piece pipes are much taller than the minimum height of the 3-piece pipes. And this makes the transportation setup and breakdown much more difficult and time consuming. 3-piece uprights. Having an additional locking mechanism and inner pipe means that it have a greater height range, and added manufacturing time and materials can increase the cost. However, This additional cost can be recouped by time saved during event setup and teardown, or by upselling your client to a larger backdrop. So let's say that you are looking at a specific price point. You can use the 2-piece and the 3-piece uprights, because when you are pricing your product, a backdrop goes up. You do not need additional persons, but your backdrop goes up. Hence the reason why you can use your 2 pieces or your 3-piece uprights to increase costs when you are pricing a product for your client. To your backdrop, it adds an extra layer of depth to your backdrop, and they work well as a focal point for areas such as your sweetheart table, your cake table, your sign-in table, your entryways. You can also use this design if you would like to have a certain focal point. Let's say a head table. You can use your pipe and drape as your base and your curved drape support for your sweetheart area for your wedding. All right, so this style of design has a variety of creative designs which can be used. Hardware configuration. Now choose a drape support that extends to 10 feet, as most backdrops are typically sized in widths of 10 feet wider, but the crossbar could potentially sag when there are too many heavy drapes draped over, and this will result in an uneven appearance and the potential for damage to your hardware. Now, what we have done in the following pages is to show you or give you a guide as to the several common configurations and the materials required to build them. So you may have the 1 panel and the 1 panel backdrop. The width, well, that can be either 10, 20 or 30 feet. You would need 2 bases. However, with the 3 panel you would need 4 bases. In terms of the uprights, for the 1 panel you only need 2 and just 1 crossbar, whereas with the 2 panels you would need 3 uprights, 1 for the middle, 2 for the either sides, as well as 2 crossbars. And for your 3 panel you would need 4 bases, 4 uprights and 3 crossbars. Additionally, sometimes when you are purchasing a backdrop, you may not get a bag to store your product. All right, sometimes it's just going to come in a box, so you may need to purchase, some sort of storage and transportation cart, and that is going to be at an extra cost. All right, so this is just a picture here or a diagram depicting the 4 panel backdrop. And the 4 panel, you can use this for perimeter draping. You can use it for very large entryways. And what I should also mention is that if you are using like a 2 panel or a 3 panel backdrop, the center pin in your base plate is what you're going to use for stability. But just to let you know, the base plate has 3 holes, and the middle hole is what you're going to use for extra stability and security. The holes at the end are what you're going to use if you are doing like perimeter draping. So you're going to attach the backdrops one to the other. All right? So I will see you in the next video.